How to do and welcome to Lady Walker ETC, aka etc. Listen, love, feel at liberty to chime in with your perspective about the topics at hand. And without further ado, let me get right to it. Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen used to be one of Trump's attorney for about 10 years, and he knows quite a lot about the ills and underhanded dealings of Trump. You know Trump, number 45. Okay. Michael Cohen testified and was questioned before Congress about Trump's dealing on various things. I saw it on Wednesday of last week, which was February the 27th, and I only saw about an hour of it. Anyway, this is what I gleaned from it. Now, I think it came on for 3 days, and I only saw 1 hour of one day. Now, first of all, Cohen has nothing to lose at this point. He has already been sentenced to 3 years in prison for lying. Okay, dope. Now, what I gleaned thus far from that 1 hour that I did see it was that Trump is a liar. That's what he said. And that's what I gleaned from it. Trump is a liar. Now, according to the fact checker analysis, Trump has over 9,000 false or misleading claims. In other words, he has spewed out over 9,000 lies. And that, my love, is still counting. I also gleaned from Michael's testimony is that Trump is a racist. He's a racist. He's a crook. He's only concerned about himself. Yeah, like a lot of people. And he will use you until he uses you up. All right. I also gleaned that the Republican Party, they are so loyal to this man, even though they know that he possesses all the characteristics that were described by Michael Cohen. Now, I assume that their loyalty to him is out of fear that maybe he may retaliate and harm them or maybe their family. And another thing, love, I saw how the Republicans, how they bellowed out a barrage of anger and defensive attacks when questioning Michael Cohen. Now, although Michael lied and he is considered a liar by Trump, okay, as well as a lot of other people, Michael made himself look like the victim. Oh, yes, he looked like the victim during this questioning. And I somewhat felt a little sorry for him, or just a little bit pity. But of course, he made the bed and he has to lie in it, okay? And he also said that Trump threatened the school not to release his report cards, okay, or grades. How about that? Trump threatened to sue the school if the school released his report card or grades. Trump must have had some bad grades when he was in school. Must have been a dummy. Okay. And of course, Trump's response to Michael's testimony is that Michael is a liar. Now, I said that earlier. That's his response. Michael is a liar. And of course, he may have mumbled a few other things. And these are just some of the comments about Cohen and Trump. And I tell you, everybody got, as I said, I did say chime in, okay, chime in with your perspective. But these are some comments that I gleaned from other places. And they somewhat hilarious, okay, somewhat hilarious. And Reaction Junkie says, Trump is saying that Cohen lied before, so he can't be trusted now. The only reason he lied was for Trump. Like, how do people even use that as an excuse? Come on now, laughing out loud. William says, name a day when Trump attempted to tell the truth. Miss Orange Soul replied when he said he wanted to date his daughter. William replied, my bad, I tried to forget that. Miss Orange Soul replied, it's a bad memory. We are all trying to forget. Okie doke. Adriana Burrows says, Michael Cohen to Trump. If you stop telling lies about me, I'll stop telling the truth about you. Y'all, I tell you, the humor of it all. Okay, Miss Jones said to Adrian Burrows, I was watching the Cohen testimony on C-SPAN Wednesday, and after on CNN, Joyce Vance made a great comment that relates to what the Republicans were doing to Cohen. She said, defense attorneys will tell you when the facts are on your side, pound the facts. When the law is on your side, pound the law. But when nothing is on your side, pound the table. That's about the extent of what the Republicans did. They pounded the table, tried a little character assassination on Cohen, deflected and obfuscated, and made themselves look like even bigger fools than before. Trump has zero credibility. Trump supporters are always crying, where's the evidence? Where's the proof? As if every case requires DNA or videotape proof to get a conviction. The fact that Trump has lied over 5,000 times in 2 years, and of course I said earlier it was 9,000 plus, about every conceivable topic goes a long way to showing Trump's statements are not worth the paper they are written on. Wow. Okay, it's Medrino says Trump is the King Kong, the Godzilla of liars. Cohen has lied, but the championship belt and Nobel Pizza Prize for lying at every opportunity to get out of trouble, and sometimes just for fun, and sometimes for no reason at all, goes to Donald Trump. Okay, ZX24Me says, I wouldn't believe Trump if his tongue came notarized. I'm not as stupid as his voters. Wow, now that's an interesting saying. I wouldn't believe Trump if his tongue came notarized. That's a good one. Okay. Michelle Miranda says, Trump and his chumps declared war on the truth. You know, it's like the truth will set you free, or either the truth will set you off. Okay, Manex says, Russia, if you're listening, please find Trump's SAT and college scores. Too funny. Mr. Precedent says, 2 liars, one is president and the other is counting down to 3 years in prison for his willingness to lie for the first liar. The truth always comes to light, and I doubt Cohen has even begun to share what he knows. And you know what, love? I concur with that. There are some things that Cohen hasn't shared, but you know what? If he ever writes that book, I'm pretty sure he's saving some of that for his book when he gets out of prison. But also, you know, you sort of wonder if there would be a hit on his life while he is in prison. That's somewhat scary. Okay, King Coughstar says, I trust Cohen 100%. Trump has a sweet tooth for lies. He tells 10 lies a day. He has a sweet tooth for lies. Oh, wow. Wow. What an interesting way of putting that. Okay. Mr. Simo MLT says, let's put the orange head under oath. Then the Republicans can argue about Cohen testimony. Now, those are just a few of the many comments that's out there. But listen, there is no need in me going overboard, okay? I said to myself, girl, you need to let it rest because I tell you what, I was getting my belly laugh because it was so funny. Now, let me move on to something else of interest, okay? And hey, this is a doozy. This is a doozy as well. Future the rapper. You know, I got to tell you, I'm not all king. I'm not all interested on rappers. Because the things that I have heard rappers rap about, I know sometimes it's about life, what they have experienced and all of that. But when you degrade women, oh my goodness, when you degrade women, I have a problem with your rapping. But anywho, I don't know, I haven't listened to any of Future's raps music or songs. But anywho, enough of that. I heard it through the grapevine that when Future performs at various South Beach clubs in Miami, in Miami, his request is no plus size women. OMM. No plus size women. And guess what? The club promoters carry out his request. That's a doozy. Also, there are said to be some clubs in Miami that still practice the brown paper bag test, which is racial discrimination against your own. Yeah. If you are darker than the bag, you can't get into the club. How about that crap? It's a sad thing for black people to keep perpetuating this form of self-hatred. Now, the way I see it, whether you are a beach ball or blacker than tar, just don't downgrade your value just because a self-hatred person tries to diminish your value down to zilch. Okay, dope. Let's see some of your perspectives on Future's discriminatory requests, okay? And I tell you, these comments are pretty interesting and hilarious as well. Nina T says, don't nobody want to see his scrawny, whiny behind anyway. He needs to go play in traffic. Future, go play in traffic. Heavenly BSKYZZ says, nobody wants to be around Jimmy the Cricket anyway. Screw him. When he goes broke, let's see who will still be around. You don't treat people like that. It will come crashing down for him one day. It is sad, especially for some black men, to feel this way towards not just black women, but plus side women as well. But I still think that some of these rappers, when it comes to certain black women, they do discriminate against their own. Takara Tigger says, screw Future. He ain't no prize. I sure do hope and pray Russell Wilson is teaching his son better morals, character traits, and how to be an upstanding young man that would be viewed as a level up type of man in the eyes of a woman's standards. Thank you, Russell Wilson, for coming into this baby's life and being the father he needs. Because if Sierra would have stayed with the first bozo, they would have literally had a messed up future. Okay. Taylor Brooks says he needs to be banned from getting people pregnant. Future is said to have quite a lot of children by a lot of babies' mamas. That's what I heard. Divine Beauty says, I don't care for Future, but can guarantee you that the promoter was instructed by the manager to not let her in. And this is the young woman who made mention that she went to this club, and this club did say no plus size girls or big girls in the club where Future was going to perform. Anywho, she said, I can guarantee you that the promoter was instructed by the manager to not let her in, but made Future the scapegoat. I live in Miami and can't tell you the last time I partied on the beach because they make up bogus reasons to not let you in the clubs. You have to fit a certain type in their eyes in order to get in. And I also heard that if you are big, plus size, if they won't turn you away, they will charge you double. How about that for a doozy? Okay, there Mika Jeter says, why do y'all keep calling these people rappers and artists? They are trash. Future looks like Scottie Pippen. I don't know what they got to do with it, but looking like what does looking like Scottie Pippen has to do with it? Hmm. So, are you calling Scotty unattractive, unfortunate looking? Okay. LaShawn Stevenson says, why is it that ugly men who do this? It's like if you're rich and famous, half of these women wouldn't be checking for you. Yeah, that's a possibility. Mm-hmm. Lynetta Williams says, this monkey-faced, no-talking whore of a boy need to be deported. Who told him anyway he was good looking? Well, they lied. That face, this is funny. That face, okay, I gotta calm down. Mm. That face and nose was plucked right off one of them red-nosed mandrill bub. Wait a minute, let me say it again. Let me read this over again. Okay, I got to stop laughing with this. This monkey-faced, no-talking whore of a boy need to be deported. Who told him anyway he was good-looking? Well, they lied. That face and nose was plucked right off one of them red-nosed mandrill baboons. Y'all, I had to look up what a red-nosed mandrill baboon looked like. And I tell you, I hollered. Okay, I hollered. Okay, IPNC with K Key says, this is just another way to tear down a black woman. First, you're too dark. Now you're too fat. But all before you had to have big boobs and butt. Stop supporting their lifestyle. Keep your money and invest in your own future or the future of someone or business who cares. If Sierra wasn't thin and popping, he wouldn't care. Don't let that discourage anyone with a healthy, beautiful body. These guys are a joke. Spend your time and money around people who respect you for who you are. What next? Small nose and eyes? Now that everyone is looking like everyone else with this plastic surgery. These are funny comments, but I couldn't do them all, just only a handful. How about that? Anywho, beloved, as I said early on, chime in with your perspective on the topics at hand. Okay, dope? Gotta go. And just know that it has been real. Ta-ta.